Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Shiv Kumar, and this is a part of a series wherein I talk about my journey in building this platform or a community for explorers. And if you're new here, I would highly recommend please watch the previous three videos wherein I started speaking about the context setting to this particular approach or like this whole community building thing. I've spoken about what are the use cases that I'm trying to solve in this particular platform, and I've even explained how this whole journey started and how the things were almost until like late last year. That's almost like a 6 months or a year of journey, how it was. I've explained in the previous three videos. In this particular video, I want to explain about how things progressed since where I stopped in the previous video or in the last part of the previous video, and what is the current situation as of now when it comes to this particular platform. Now, as I told you, I had started writing down all these use cases and technical implementation of this particular app. I'm re-emphasizing that because I kept on calling it as an app for a very long time because I knew that I wanted to build an app and all those stuff. I never called it as a platform or a community until like probably early this year. Okay. So started writing down things. I started writing down about things about how to approach people, whom to approach, about implementation, whom to approach regarding definition and all those stuff. At one point of time, I felt that I spent quite a lot of time doing this. When I say quite a lot, I spent weeks together doing all these things. And at that point of time, I just realized one thing, which is like, why am I not trying it out myself? I know this is one very common thing that people from our country do. Probably like I'm very guilty or shameful of telling this, but like it's a very common notion. Like, why not we ourselves try it out instead of spending money on something? Like, we want to repair a certain thing, we know that it is expensive, try to go and repair it ourselves. I was okay doing this because end of the day, what I'm doing is I'm learning something new, a new platform or a new technology or something. I'm trying to do something. Maybe I will fail, but when I fail, I'll realize what are the drawbacks that I have, or like the way I understood things, or maybe the approach that I was taking. It will be a learning for me, and all that I would have invested was my time, which I still know it's very precious. But I knew that what I wanted to invest was like the time, and I was okay doing that. And I spent like, I just dedicated like, okay, next 1 month let me try doing this, let me try reading about React, let me try going through all the tutorials and everything. And then it started off like that. And I realized that I was like, I'm from technical background. I think I've told you in the past I'm from technical background, but I realized that I was so ignorant about the way things work in this whole app background, like be it an Android app or be it a iPhone, iOS app, the hybrid apps and this uh, the whole platform thing. I was so ignorant. I mean, like, I just didn't know where to start. In fact, I spent close to 2 or 3 weeks reading Python. I mean, of all the things in the world, all the things in the world, I started relearning. I mean, it's not that like Python was new to me, but I started relearning Python, and not very specifically Python, but Django. Okay, I started learning Django because while doing all the search, I realized that somebody had made a video about doing a CMS software, content management system software, using Django. And somewhere in my mind, I knew that I wanted this whole the post concept and the category concept, linking things and all the stuff. So I started learning Django, and I spent weeks together doing it and parallelly trying out stuff and all. I realized that I was failing. I mean, I'm doing whatever that I'm learning, but it's nowhere leading to in the direction of me building a prototype. My idea was to build a prototype which I can show it to the actual proper developers who can help me build it. I mean, you can go, if proper developer, you go and tell him, he'll be able to understand. But I wanted to show him what is it I want to do, or probably go to people and talk to them about this whole app. I spent a lot of time learning Django. It was absolutely leading nowhere, and I realized it uh, kind of, I would say, pretty late, because I spent like quite a few weeks about it, and then I totally scrapped that project there itself, and I started going and learning React. And at one point of time, my own professional workload and all those things was like clashing with this my reading, or me spending dedicated amount of time and all those things. So the reading or the learning that was happening was not going in a correct pace, and this ate up almost like 1.5 months of my time, and I started feeling guilty that I'm not spending time to build this whole proof of concept or anything. This all this was happening in the first half of no, not really first half of this year, I would say the first quarter of this year. Now fast forward to around April. You know what really happened in April of 2021? The second wave of COVID-19 that hit us, and again that forced us to one more round of lockdowns and all those things. Those things were fine. It's not that lockdowns were like formally completely gone or anything in our state or country. We were still working from home and all stuff. But the biggest thing is the amount of impact this whole COVID-19 brought in the second wave. This whole thing of lot many people, lakhs and lakhs of people getting infected, thousands of people dying and all those stuff. The scarcity of oxygen cylinders, hospitals and ventilators, that became a big thing. Okay, and that kind of like, one thing was, yeah, it was kind of bothering me, because it's like these are the things which are like very depressing to see, and like negative news and all the stuff. But I was seeing all those things, and suddenly a group of individuals come up and start building a platform wherein they share information about what is available, where it is available, and all those things. And over a period of time, I realized that a lot of people were doing it. Okay, lot of people were building platform, like, I mean, the platform could be as simple as a website, wherein they were giving real-time information of where the beds are available, where ICU beds are available, where oxygen cylinders are available, where medicines are available, ambulance contact, food contact, like COVID people who are like in home isolation, whom to contact regarding food arrangements and all the stuff. A lot of people were building this kind of like websites or platform where this information was available. And at that point of time, like, this was a time, like in the April was a time when completely my thought regarding learning something or my app had taken a backtrack. Like, I mean, the situation made it like that. I realized, let me try to do something. Like, there was information scattered everywhere. Again, like, just like the whole context of my app itself, the information was scattered everywhere, and I realized that let me put everything into one place. Okay, and I made one more website to already, like, there is already n number of websites and all the Excel sheets and images floating around in WhatsApp and everything. I realized that there is like, okay, let me do one more website, and that's exactly when I built this website called Help Corona, because there was one specific message on Twitter that I had seen, wherein a person was literally requesting for arrangement for oxygen cylinder. Okay, and the last line that lady had written, please help Corona. Okay, that's HELPKARONA, three different words, help Corona. And I use that itself as my website name, and it is still active as we speak, because it's just like about 2 or 3 months old now. So what I try to do is, I spent the next few days, whatever, collecting all the information that is there on Twitter, on WhatsApp, on Telegram channel, Telegram groups, wherever possible. Some had come in the mails, some everywhere. It was all over the place, and I knew that all this information, like whatever I could get visibility, and there were like a lot of individuals who are like, what do you call, pinning their tweets, which has all this information, and people who are like dedicatedly doing only this one. So take the information from there. Whatever is verified, I just try to put it here. Like, I made separate sections for like medicine, uh, medical requirements, food requirements, non-Bangalore and Bangalore stuff, and things related to pet care, and what you can do in home isolation. Everything was scattered everywhere. I tried to put in like I linked a lot of website and a lot of this website which I trusted, because like I knew this whole thing about um, people whom I felt like are trustworthy, who are building some of these platforms. I realized that I should link them. It's about not about competing with them. It's about making sure that even if 10 people are visiting my website, and if like one or two people visit this particular link and get some useful information, I'm happy. That's exactly what's my whole agenda in building this website. So I built this, and over a period of like next 1 to 2 weeks, all that I really like, I dedicated about half an hour during the day in the morning or in the afternoon, and probably about 1 hour in the evening, wherein I just like spend time after my office work is done. I just like spend time scanning through Twitter profiles and website and all those things, wherein I just like get that information, put it here, get the information, put it here, so that it's there as a consolidated part. This is where few words caught my attention while doing all this thing. Building a platform where you can bring everything into one place. Okay. Second thing was trust. I think I just mentioned wherein there was this concept of verified sources that was being floated around when it comes to sharing of information, and I myself was very specific about take information shared by only people whom I can trust. It's not like everybody's retweets I was just copying from Twitter. I knew who are doing a very dedicated hard work, and only those tweets and the information which is there in those tweets, I was picking them up and I was putting them in one particular place. So these two words caught my attention, which is a platform and verified or trusted source. And that's when I realized this was like around the mid to end of April, and that's exactly when I realized that uh, I should start thinking about what I'm building as a platform where people can come at one place and contribute, rather than calling it as an app wherein people can go in and register themselves, get few thousand or few hundred followers and get few thousand likes and all those things. So that's it. That is how it evolved. So if you have been seeing my previous videos, I kept on telling that the app that I wanted to build, the app that I wanted to build. Now, to be more specific, during this time, like in the second wave, early second wave time, is when I realized that I should rather call it as a platform and bring in people here wherein they can share information which will help others. And probably you can relate it to what I was doing few days back before this thought came, and what I'm trying to build and all those stuff. So, and I wanted that information that is shared in this platform, what I'm building, to be trusted. It's not that everyone will come and just use this as a digital dump yard, because we have seen it. Like we've seen TikTok, we've seen Instagram, we've seen TikTok being banned, and how all the content that was there on TikTok being literally repurposed into Instagram, and Instagram literally becoming a dumping ground. And all that Instagram was wanted was people to stay there, and they was okay being it transformed from a very good um, photogenic platform to something which is now only Instagram Reels. It's let's not even talk about it. We are not talking about how to deface a particular platform or encourage a particular platform. But the whole idea here is for me to tell that I didn't wanted my platform to be a digital dumping ground. That's when I realized I need two category of people, at least two category of people, a consumer and a contributor. Okay, so all these things are happening in and around the mid to the second half of April of this year 2021. So I just realized that somebody come, like all these things I'm writing down parallelly in my notes, what I want to do in my app and all. That's when I realized everyone who comes into this app is a consumer. They come to figure out um, information about certain place to stay or a certain dish to eat, where to eat, how is it, where to, how to go, when is the best time to go, all those things. They're coming to search that. And not everyone who comes may want to add something into it. And I'm not, and as I told you, my intent was not to make that follow concept or likes concept or things like that. And you might have seen it in the other platforms like, say, like Instagram or YouTube, I think everyone who has an account, it's not just they consume it, they go ahead and dump something nonsense into it. So I didn't want that to happen. So everyone here is a consumer. Not everyone gets the right to go and post something on a daily basis or an hourly basis or whatever it is. But in the beginning stages, when I'll be launching this platform as a beta, which is happening in a few weeks from now, there will already be few contributors who would have got signed up. They would have started tagging places and started sharing information. And over a period of time, more contributors will get added. How will this new set of contributors come? Either as a reference from the existing contributors, because that's where I want the trust factor, wherein the contributors whom I have trusted and I've onboarded them in the phase 1 or in the beta launch, they recommend some more people whom they trust, or they feel that they might be a value add to this platform. They can recommend like that, and I can probably make them as contributors. Or if they're already there, or maybe if there are consumers who are good in contributing um, posts or information regarding a particular thing which they're expert in, like say there are few contributors, there are few consumers who are good in exploring food places, there are few consumers who are good in exploring offbeat homestays and things like that. They will be given an opportunity to upgrade their role or account into something known as contributor role. So a consumer can become a contributor, but they have to go through certain process. They have to submit certain information like about their social presence and all those things. All those things will be shared on the website or on the fact page of the particular platform, how a consumer can apply to become a contributor. But that is one way of doing it, and the other way of doing it is wherein a contributor himself or herself recommends somebody. So these things started happening, and this is how things evolved in the first part of this year, like more so specifically in that March April time frame. How I evolved, like what I did in January February, what I did in March April, and this is how the product evolved this year. So this is what I wanted to talk about, the second part of my journey of building this platform or community. So hope you liked it, hope this was interesting, and hope I'm not boring you guys and eating away 15 minutes of your precious time in every video, but it will be useful somewhere somehow. And as I requested in the previous video, I request here again, if you think that there is something new that you want me to consider, or if you think that you want to point me to something wrong that I'm doing this app, please let me know either in the comment section or probably write to me in the email that is given in the description, and I'll definitely talk to you about it and probably explore option of trying to fix that or trying to see what we can do. So in the next video, probably that should be a quick and a short one. I'll be talking a little bit about how I've built this the prototype now. Probably that's the same prototype which I'll be launching the product in. The beta launch will be on this platform, and it's no longer called an app. It's no longer called as a social media app. It's called as a community, or it's called as a platform, and it's not built on top of any of this Django or React and all those things which I was chasing around in the first part of this year. So I'll talk about those things in the next video. That should probably be a shorter video compared to all the ones which you've seen in the last few weeks. Okay, thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for listening. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.